planner friends! Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm planning from the 12th to the 18th of September in my medium passion planner. Let's get started! So the kit that I'm using this week is Pumpkin Patch from KelizabethPrints. Their shop is currently closed, or I think maybe does digital only, so you can't get physical stickers from Kelly anymore. I've been holding on to this kit for quite a while, so it doesn't quite fit my planning style anymore as there's not too many boxes in this kit, so I have had to go into my stash quite a lot to make it fit my current style. But you know, we love a challenge. As usual, I'm starting off the pen base of my spread by shading in the parts of the timeline so I'm going to be asleep, and then going in with my Grey Stabilo fine liner to mark in my alarm times. And then for this week I've split my personal and work to do sections in half completely and ditched the extra habit tracker that I had for things that I have to do at work, and these are going to be separated out by day, so I've got this week and then Monday to Sunday for all of my to-dos for the week. I've then used the fine liner side of my passion highlighter for the month of September, which is called Vintage Sepia, to mark in my alarm times, and now I'm going in with my Pilot friction pen to write in all of my meals for the week, so breakfast, lunch and dinner on each day. And as usual, I've skipped writing breakfast in on days where I don't have an alarm set in case I have a sleep in. I'm then going to highlight over all of the checkboxes in the bottom left hand corner, all of those meals, and also colour in the daily focus boxes of days where I'm not going to be at work, so just Saturday and Sunday for this week. This is using the chisel tip side of my Vintage Sepia Passion highlighter, which is, as I mentioned, my theme colour for September. And then to finish off the pen base of my spread, I'm going to be writing in this week and then Monday to Sunday on all of the checklists. So again, I'm using the fine liner side of my passion highlighter for this. I mentioned on Instagram the other day that I was using one of the free PDFs that you can download from the Passion Planner website to try out a few different ideas that I had about ways to mark in my to-dos that kind of spread them out over the week rather than me having that big chunk of time for cleaning on Sunday morning. So as I don't like putting too much work stuff in this planner, it made sense to kind of bin all of that work section out of the bottom left hand corner and try putting in my weekly to-dos day by day, which is something that I used to do when I first started using a passion planner. But that is it for my pen base. Now we can start getting some stickers down, and as always I'm starting with my meal plan tracker, which is just something that I make in Excel and print off on sticker paper myself. For my daily focus box this week I'm using a half box and then trimming a little chunk out of it so that it fits within the box that's printed on the planner. I did struggle a bit to line this up because it's kind of a different orientation to the way that I normally trim my stickers, and also it was quite far away from me and I didn't want to get my head in shot, but I tried to cover up the break as best as I could using a bit of deco from the kit. I've definitely had more luck doing this trick with other stickers. These aren't the most removable matte stickers, so sometimes they do like to cling to passion planner paper quite well. Actually, these might not even be removable matte. It was so long ago that I actually bought this kit. I'm not sure what kind of paper it is. So once I finally get that lined up and I'm happy with the placement, I will add in some deco, which doesn't actually really cover up the join at all, but it kind of takes away from it, and I feel like once all the stickers are down you can't tell that there's quite an obvious break in that sticker. I'm then going to add in a habit tracker from the kit to mark in my daily check-in and also cover up the quote section with a decorative box from the kit. Moving on to washi, there was quite a lot of choice of washi in this kit, but I've just gone with 2 of the 15mm strips. So as usual, I've cut one of those 15mm strips in half to cover my Space of Infinite Possibility header and my personal and work to-do list headers, and then I've cut a 6mm chunk from a second piece of washi to create my extra gratitude header in the bottom left hand corner. I thought I would incorporate some of the other washi strips a little bit more throughout the spread, but I actually didn't end up doing that too much, so they are still left on the sticker paper. It's really weird looking at one of these old kits and realising that I probably only used about half the kit and had to pull a lot from my stash to make this work in my current planning style, and it's only like 2 years old. Next I'm adding in the weekend banner, and then we can zoom in and start on the day by day. So the first thing that I'm marking is that I was covering the email inbox on Monday, and I've cut one of the heart checklist boxes from the kit up to use as like extra boxes, and then used one of the little computer icons from the kit to mark that in. So that was it for Monday, and now we can move on to Tuesday when I had loads of meetings. So I'm marking in the first one using an event label from the kit and a phone doodle left over from a Plannerface Monthly kit, and then I have a box left over from a Plannerface Monthly kit that matched the colour scheme of this kit, and I'm using that to mark in my second meeting. And then there are another 3 that were added in after the pre-planning for this spread. I then added a little bit of deco from the kit on that box to mark that in, and then I added in my first weight session of the week using one of my Pinky Stickers printables and a leg day script from Plannerface. Moving on to Wednesday, I was duty scientist, so I'm using a regular and a skinny event label. I believe these are both from my stash, but I'm not entirely sure, and a Joy of Planning Scientist Girl to mark that in. I think based on the angle of the flag and how long that sticker was, it's left over from a Plannerface monthly kit and is not from the Kelizabeth Plans kit. I've then got another box left over from my stash and a laptop doodle from Plannerface to mark in at my usual Wednesday afternoon seminar. So these were definitely a couple of very busy days at work, seeing as I've put so many stickers down already. Once I've got my second duty scientist sticker down for the afternoon, I can then move on to the evening, where I'm marking in my yoga class using another Pinky Stickers printable, and again this was yoga at home rather than an actual in-person class. I then remembered that I hadn't put a header down on Tuesday to mark in that I was working from home, so I've just gone back and added that in, and then I'm adding a different kind of washi header onto Thursday for the same reason. For Thursday evening, I'm marking in another weight session and then also adding a bin doodle from Plannerface to mark in a reminder to take the bins out. Moving on to Friday, I found a third box in my stash which I'm using to mark in our team meeting in the morning, again using a bit of deco from the kit, and then using another Pinky Stickers printable to mark in some cardio in the evening. For Saturday afternoon, I'm using another quarter box left over from a Plannerface monthly kit, and as you can see here, I've trimmed the edge off and then stuck it above the box so that I know exactly how much to trim off, because these stickers are a little bit wider because they're from a monthly kit and I didn't want to mess them up like I did the other week. So that's a little trick that you can use to make sure that your stickers are within the timelines if you are going to start trimming stickers to fit in your passion planner. I've marked in my planning time as I always do. The planner doodle is from Plannerface, and then we can move on to Saturday afternoon, where I'm using another box left over from a monthly kit to mark in my usual weightlifting class. These boxes are actually the perfect size to fit in my class and the driving time that it takes me to get there and back, and then I'm marking that in using a weightlifting girl from Joy of Planning. To finish off Saturday, I'm using my usual half box in the evening with some deco from the kit to mark in at whatever we get up to, which just ended up being having some drinks at home and playing Sims, watching YouTube, a kind of usual Saturday evening. And the fact that I can say that means I'm obviously recording this voiceover on Sunday, not on Saturday, yet again. Moving on to Sunday, I'm first using a 3-hut cleaning checklist that I had in my stash to mark in a chunk of time for doing some cleaning, and I'm marking that in with a laundry icon from Plannerface. I'm then using an event label from the kit and a grocery doodle from Plannerface to mark in doing the grocery shopping in the morning, but I've actually got click and collect that's at 2, so I decided to go to the gym first thing this morning as my boyfriend's dad is coming down this afternoon, so I needed to move my whole day around. The one consistent thing that is happening on Sunday is that I will be uploading this video, so I'm using a bit of patterned washi from the kit with a YouTube button icon from Ickle & Co and an upload script from Plannerface to mark that in. I'm then going to finish off Sunday with my push day script from Plannerface on a Pinky Stickers printable to mark in my last weight session of the week, and then I can start adding in some decorative boxes into the time when I'm going to be at work. So as I mentioned, I don't like putting too much work stuff in this planner, so to fill up some of the time when I'm at work, I'm adding some decorative boxes from the kit into my planner. So I've cut these vertically on the sticker paper so that they fit within like lunch and the beginning of my work day, and then I'm just trimming them horizontally once they're on my planner so they fit nicely within the timelines. I wasn't 100% about using this kit because it is very autumnal, and I was like, well, it's technically still summer, but then it's got a little bit chilly this week and the leaves are definitely starting to turn, so I was like, yes, it's time to go full on pumpkins and autumn in my planner. Because this kit didn't come with any checklists, I've decided to start trying out an idea that I had for when I don't have any checklists, so that I don't have to just go through my stash and try and find ones that match the colours in the kit, which is just using my theme colour for the month to add in some dots, and those will be my checklists for the top 2 or 3 things that I get done at work each day, depending on how much space I have left. So once I've added in all those dots, we can go back in with my Pilot friction pen and fill in all of my plans for the week. So this week has been a bit of a weird one here in the UK again, as I'm sure you will probably be aware because the news is pretty much inescapable, but it's also just been a bit weird for me personally. So in my voiceover last week, I know that I was talking about my new training plan and how I was really excited to try and get my second PB of the week and PB my clean and jerk, but what I actually ended up doing was hurting my hand and ending up in a bit of a crumpled mess on the floor whilst trying to do that PB, so I've been having to take it very easy this week, so deload week plus taking it easy, because I've kind of sprained my hand, or more like my thumb. So writing was really fun on Monday because it kind of hurt to grip a pen, but over the course of the week it has got better, and I've been very careful with my training and not pushing myself too much, and I spoke to my coach about it yesterday and we talked through how I should move forward and try to not hurt myself again, but these things are going to happen. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I'm trying out something new in the bottom left hand corner of my planner with all of my checklists. So I'm trying to spread out all of my chores for the week and bits and pieces that I need to do, because I realised that there were some like basic things that I wasn't putting in my planner that I was then forgetting because they weren't written down. So hopefully this will help me kind of remember things that I actually need to get done, / remind me that I have had a very productive day even when I feel like I haven't. I'm still keeping my daily gratitude right in the bottom, so that's just one thing each day that I'm grateful for, just to remind myself that especially if I'm having a bad day, I can find one thing that went well that day. My focus for this week was that it was my deload week from my new training plan, and I think I definitely took that to heart because I was very careful about resting this week, especially resting my hand. Annoyingly, I feel really excited about starting the next round of my training, but my hand really isn't up to it yet, so I don't know what I'm going to do next week. Might have an extra deload week. But anyway, that is all of my pre-planning for this week. Let's take a look at the finished spread. So here is the finished spread, and I love all of the autumnal colours in this kit. I wasn't sure about using it at first, but I'm really happy that I decided to give it a go, even though it was an older kit that didn't have as many boxes as I would normally use nowadays. The art in it is just giving me such cosy autumn vibes. So to finish off this video, let's check in with the little guy who has been snoring the whole time I've been trying to record this voiceover. So that's everything for this video, friends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!